Welcome into Extra Time. For those who saw the show, we won't be mentioning Pep Guardiola to Juventus. Got a little feisty. That's a nice Saturday chat.
I know.
I thought it was a lovely chat. I enjoyed it.
You're off to Rome, aren't you?
Yes.
For Roma
next week.
against Juventus?
Absolutely, yeah.
What a moment.
Does that mean he's not here
moment.
next weekend?
He won't be here next week.
Hey!
I know. Good for me. Trust me.
Hey!
I'm staying out of that.
Well,
Right,
unfortunately,
you laugh.
Shaka, you can't stay out of what's been going on timeline mentions. No matter what we put out at the moment, everyone turns it towards you.
Why? Why?
Well.
Why?
What did you do, Shaq?
I don't know. I'm just sitting here enjoying my Saturday afternoon with friends.
Shaka is right.
Aha.
Maradona won a World Cup where Brown, Valdano and Burruchaga scored in the final. Messi didn't win a World Cup because Higuain didn't score the easier one, so Messi can't be the best ever. Logic.
I think there's sarcasm there.
Sarcastic.
I don't quite understand.
So if Higuain scored, he would have won a World Cup.
If Messi scored, he would have won a World Cup as well.
Yes, saw Shaka the other day. Can we stop pretending the World Cup is the highest level, ergo that's the barometer for the GOAT. The Champions League is by far the highest level, and Messi is the GOAT.
All right, that doesn't deserve a response.
I agree with you, Shaq.
We've got one more. Messi has the most number of assists in a World Cup. I doubt you even knew that. Higuain calls Messi the trophy. He took his useless team to 4 different finals.
What's your question?
Just out of all of that.
That was a statement.
Let's start off with basic A. Champions League is a higher standard than World Cup, yes?
That's where the argument just ends right there. If that's where you started, I'm going to.
No, but the quality of football is higher at Champions League level than World Cup. You can agree with that.
No, I'm not. The World Cup is the highest level of football. It is the most prestigious trophy in the game. Let's not even. It's the most pressure that players face. Everything about the World Cup for me surpasses the Champions League. Let's not have that argument. I'm not.
I agree with you, Shaq.
I'm not.
But the level of football's not higher at the World Cup.
Yeah,
But the pressure, and I agree with the pressure and the prestige.
Okay.
But the quality of football is
right,
high.
but then you can make the argument that if the pressure were not what it is and it didn't mean what it means, then maybe the quality would be higher. See, I know where you're trying to get
Exactly.
me to, and you're not gonna railroad me. Railroad Shaq.
Sorry, Shaq, is your point based on that you think Messi didn't do as well as he should have? Because if Messi was, for argument's sake, let's say Messi was from Venezuela, a country that never made the World Cup, then you would. No. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Then you couldn't have a go at him because it's not his fault.
Okay.
You can't choose the nation.
I was here last World Cup.
Here's another thing that really irks me. Let's stop talking about hypotheticals. Because we're not giving anybody else hypotheticals. We don't break down Ronaldo's career in hypotheticals. We don't break down Maradona's career in hypotheticals, nor do we do it Pele. Let's not do it for Messi. Ask something else.
Okay, sample size then. Sample size based on every game he's played for Barcelona and every game he's played for Argentina. I think there is a point, though, to say that if Higuain put it away, would we all be seeing it differently? Because we'd say, okay, well, he's won the Champions League multiple times, he's won the World Cup, and maybe you'd forget that he didn't score the goal in the final.
And that's a fair point. But he also had a one-on-one Manuel Neuer in the 2014 final, which he pulled wide. He also had a penalty to win the Copa America in, 2011? Which he put over the crossbar. There's all kind of ways we could break this down. And the fact that it matters, and listen, I understand, there's going to be split opinion on this because what we're talking about is the best individual in what is a team game. So you're going to have a mixed message, as it were. Now, I believe that team comes first, and team performance and success trumps everything else. Now, you might think that it's how many players Messi dribbles. You might think it's how many individual moments. I think it comes down to what the team does and your contribution in that team's success. And if your team doesn't have success, I'm not sure how we measure your contribution.
Okay.
And let's not get angry about it.
I'm asking hypotheticals.
Not you guys, just in general, just on Twitter.
I don't know what's happening on Twitter.
Just enjoy it, embrace it.
I don't know what's happening on Twitter.
Messi's a brilliant player, if he's the greatest ever, or not. Just
How about this?
enjoy it.
Comparison's the thief of joy. Messi, Ronaldo, who cares? Pele. Listen, I didn't see Pele. I wasn't even alive. I wasn't a thought for another 30 years. To me, they're such different players. I don't care about comparisons, but they're such different players. Who cares about comparisons? They're each brilliant in their own different way.
Is
They've
Messi
each
the
won
best ever,
everything. In my lifetime that I've watched, I think Messi's the best ever. I can't sit here and say that I watched Maradona when I was my age now that I would understand. So I can't say, in my lifetime, I think Messi's the best ever.
I'll say this to your point about comparisons. It feels like it's become more important now for some reason. Certainly when I grew up, it was just accepted that Pele was the greatest ever, no question. And then Maradona came along, and it only became a thing because Maradona had some issues with Pele. And he would have a whole lot to say in the press about it. Then there was Brazilian Ronaldo, and nobody really cared and discussed it. And, you just kind of, I like him, and moved on. Now, all of a sudden, it's become a debate topic weekly, it seems. And I don't understand the vitriol behind it when, to be honest, before now, nobody really cared.
Should we move on?
Thank you very much.
Hey, but did you see what he was trying to do in the beginning?
Oh, I don't take that on.
Yeah, he was trying to pin you in a...
I don't have to pin Shaka. I just think the World Cup is...
No. A. Let's start with A.
What England made it to the semi-final, beat no one. That's just, what does that mean? It's the final of the Champions League, and it's the last episode of Game of Thrones. Oh. Which one do you watch?
Oh man, I watched my first episode of Game of Thrones the other day.
Which was the latest one, but we've got into trouble with spoilers recently, so don't say anything that will spoil for people.
Well, I don't know if I could spoil. I have no idea what was going on.
Just the dragon had blue flame.
One of the dragons had blue fire.
That was it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Spoiler alert.
My wife was very excited by it.
It's just my wife.
Yeah, it must be.
You don't like Game of Thrones?
No, I know.
No, that's strange. That's almost strange to me at this point. But you DVR Game of Thrones and you watch it after the Champions League final. Simple as that. You have both of them. Best night ever.
No, it's one or the other. You'll never see one or the other.
Jeez.
Nah.
Is it that much?
No, it's the Champions League final, obviously. If Milan's there.
What if it's two Premier League teams playing each other?
No, Game of Thrones. Bring it on. Bring on the battle.
There it is.
Bring on the battle.
There it is. Well, actually, if there are no Italian team playing, that he won't watch it.
Well, there might be no Premier League teams this year.
Hey, why are you looking at me? I'm not Premier League.
There's more
I have no relationship with the Premier League. You know that, right?
Let me just say, there's more chance of a Serie A team being in Game of Thrones than in Champions League fact.
Fact.
Right then.
I'm so glad I'm off Twitter, honestly.
Fabinho has caused a stir with the way in which he went down to win the free kick, in which Liverpool scored the winner. How do you stamp out diving once and for all? Downright cheating ends up winning your whole games.
VAR!
Hey.
VAR wouldn't have helped that.
Isn't it a part of the game?
Good VAR.
Better VAR.
VAR that stamps out that.
VAR stopped.
Yeah.
Then you have a stoppage every 5 seconds.
But
It's always been a part of the game, though, hasn't it? Players have made their whole career on diving. Filippo Inzaghi, a few others. I mean,
I don't know why you're looking at me. I don't know why you're looking at me.
Who is more likely to stay at Inter, Icardi or Spalletti?
oh, that's a tough one. I think this is a 50-50. Icardi, to me, is definitely out this summer, so I'm going to say Spalletti, but I think they're both going to leave this summer.
Matteo.
Okay.
That's Matteo.
Right, he's over there.
Dramatic pause.
That one there.
Okay.
Who is Milan going to hire for the coach this summer?
Well,
Wow.
funny you should ask.
They're not going to be in the top four, it looks like. They actually might be out of the top six and not in Europe whatsoever.
Wow.
So what they have to do, though, is not hire former players as managers. Gattuso, Seedorf, Inzaghi, it's all failed so far, given the way... Yeah. Incredible. Yeah, they've had a lot of managers, not one clear identity. They need to get an established manager, not all these newcomers, which is basically all they've had since, Carlo Ancelotti left the team. It's just been a revolving door of different managers that just have not been up to the task.
So give me a name.
Pochettino. I'm just going to go with Pochettino. If they don't finish in the top four, Pochettino. At least they would play
You
good
wouldn't
football.
take him, you said. You wouldn't take him.
If they finish in the top four, we need to get a video of that clip so we can...
You said you wouldn't take him.
We can stop this
You said
propaganda
Gattuso was
once
better
and
than
for all.
Pochettino.
No,
you said
okay.
it, I didn't.
Next question.
What? What is that?
Final one. What's the worst weather you ever played in?
Oh. It didn't snow a couple of times. Well, this is when I was playing in college. It snowed. That's not good.
Did you wear pants?
Yes.
Thermals?
A lot of pants.
A lot of pants.
And a lot of shirts as well as it
Yep.
happens.
Double gloved?
Nah. Kind of weird. Loose feeling. But That's feeling.
Played an ice storm once. That wasn't a whole lot of fun. Yeah, that wasn't great. And because I played with my back to goal and then the wind was blowing in my direction, then I had essentially snot just frozen all over my face.
We know how much you fall over as well.
Yeah, that didn't help. No, I stayed up that game. Altitude, does altitude count?
Of course.
That's just,
yeah.
Yeah, that hurt.
Altitude is fun. I played at
Yeah, that hurts.
played in Mexico. That was fun. Oh, we were getting beat. Which
But what do
accept.
you do?
Yeah, exactly. It's not like you were running.
What do you do?
I kicked every ball along. I launched the leg to the field. We're getting smashed. So you take joy in these simple
But how does
things.
altitude affect you?
Well, that effort,
Kicking
all
the
that
ball a
effort.
long way.
No, but you're saying it as if it's tough for you, altitude.
I said it was fun. I was kicking the ball a long way.
Worse weather, not most fun weather.
No, we were having a casual conversation among friends.
I can relate with them. One time playing FIFA 19, AC, left it on a bit too cold, couldn't feel my hands. So
That's the problem.
we've all been there,
Yeah,
boys.
yeah.
We've all been there.
That is it. ESPNFC returns. Have a lovely time in Rome.
Oh,
Thank you,
yeah.
Dan. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back tomorrow, I think.
Who's going to come back tomorrow?
I am.
Oh, I'm
Come
not.
back tomorrow.
Are you on tomorrow?
Yeah.
Are you?
Coming back.
What's happening tomorrow?
More soccer goals.
Soccer!
More Messi
More
questions.
soccer goals.
Guaranteed then.
Soccer.
Oh, God.